This right here is the 2025 Polestar 3, the premium electric automaker's very first SUV. And this thing promises loads of performance and technology in a very stylish package. Let's take a closer look. So right out of the gate, the Polestar 3 is a very handsome looking machine, and it comes with lots of standard equipment. This includes beautiful LED headlamps with automatic high beams. You also get an adaptive air suspension system with adjustable dampers, and of course 22-inch wheels do come standard on this vehicle as well. There are Brembo brakes with 400 millimeter, that's 15.75-inch front discs for major stopping power. There are rain-sensing windshield wipers to make sure you can see where you're driving, even in terrible weather. And there are more safety and convenience features in this vehicle than I could ever list in this video. So, giving you a sense of size, this vehicle is 193 inches long, and it rolls on a wheelbase that is 117.5 inches. That makes the Polestar 3 about 7 inches shorter than a Honda Pilot, though the wheelbase is nearly 4 inches longer, which gives this thing very attractive proportions. Now, storing energy is a 400-volt lithium-ion battery pack that has a gross capacity of 111 kilowatt hours. This pack also features a nickel manganese cobalt chemistry, and it comes from CATL, or as I prefer to say, cattle. Moo. Now this, of course, the battery contributes to a weight that tops out at just shy of 5,900 pounds, which is, of course, a lot, but it's not surprising for an all-electric SUV. As for charging, the port, as you can see, is here on the driver's side rear fender. If I open it up, you can get a sense of what it's like underneath there. But this vehicle does top out DC fast charging at up to 250 kilowatts, which is a very impressive performance, and it's enough to get you from 10 to 80% in about 30 minutes. So pretty good stats for the Polestar 3 here, at least when it comes to charging. As for range, this vehicle is targeting up to 350 miles on a full charge for the long-range dual-motor version, though the optional performance pack will reduce that figure to what's estimated at about 279 miles. That options group also includes forged 22-inch wheels. You get special tires to go along with those. There's different chassis tuning, and then of course you get those signature lovely gold accents sprinkled throughout the vehicle. Motivation is provided by a pair of permanent magnet electric motors, which of course get you standard all-wheel drive. They provide 489 horsepower and 620 pound-feet of torque, enough to get you from 0 to 62 miles per hour, that's 100 kilometers per hour, in about 5 seconds, though if you do opt for the performance pack, those numbers increase to 517 horses and 671 pounds of twist, enough to get you from 0 to 62 in just 4.7 seconds, but either way, this vehicle's top speed should be 130 miles per hour right across the board. When it comes to versatility, the Polestar 3 offers about 17.1 cubic feet of cargo space in the back here, but if you load this thing all the way up to the ceiling, that will provide about 21.1 cubic feet of storage space. If you fold those second row backrests down, fold them flat, the overall cargo capacity does increase to just shy of 50 cubic feet. There's also a small front trunk that clocks in at about 1.13 cubic feet. As I always say, it's roughly enough for your Chinese takeout. It's really not that large, but it could come in handy in a pinch. This vehicle is also rated to tow up to 3,500 pounds, and you can put 220 pounds up on the roof rack. So looking inside, just like other Polestars, the Polestar 3's cabin is absolutely beautiful. The design is so elegant. The materials are of extra high quality, and overall, I just love the work they've done in this interior. Now, dominating the dashboard is a 14.5-inch center touchscreen. There's also a 9-inch digital instrument cluster. Pretty standard stuff in 2024. But what's nice in this vehicle, you get a Google-based infotainment system. So you've got access to the Google Play Store, the Google Assistant, and of course, Google Maps. And I'll tell you, this multimedia array, just like in other Polestar models, absolutely flies. It is super responsive and quite intuitive as well. And of course, you also get a wireless phone charger. And then Polestar hasn't forgotten about iPhone users because Apple CarPlay is also supported. So there you go, that is a very quick in-person look at the new 2025 Polestar 3. And I think there's a lot to like about this vehicle and possibly maybe even more to love. Of course, when it comes to pricing, this vehicle starts at about $75,000, including $1,400 in destination fees. But if you go for a top shelf model with the performance pack, you're going to be spending closer to 86 grand. So currently this vehicle is built in China, but they are setting up an assembly plant in South Carolina, which of course is very good news. When it comes to availability, these things should start arriving in eager motorists' hands in the second quarter of 2024. Do you really need all-wheel drive in your next EV? Well, you might actually be able to skip this traction-enhancing technology. For the full story, click right over here.